I came to Oakland High, 10th grade.
10th grade? When we first started, what did you really think? Thought it was crazy?
It was kind of weird.
Before Damian Lillard won the NBA Rookie of the Year award in his first season, became a two-time NBA Skills Challenge champion, and became the recipient of the Magic Johnson Award. Before Damian would clock in 5.7 million Instagram followers and another 1.7 million followers on Twitter at the time of this recording. Before Damian Lillard would sign a deal with Adidas, Powerade, and would land himself on the cover of NBA Live 2015.
What we have here is the NBA Live 15 cover. I'm so honored and I'm so blessed to be in this position. I'm thankful to EA Sports for making me the cover guy.
Before Damian would drop music as Dame Dollar, including albums The Letter O and Confirmed.
My teammates and my roommates, they was calling me Dollar. Like, they would always say that just because I think it's common for people named Dame people to say Dame Dollar.
Damian Lillard coming straight out of Oakland, California. Now this man had a lot to overcome. Drugs, gangs, and prostitution, they have infested parts of his city over the years, creating a negative and sometimes unbearable living condition for many youth. Now even Damian himself, he looks back on his hometown referencing it as coming from the hood and cited himself as an alumni of the slums. This was via a few Instagram posts. Things were so bad he nearly lost his life while waiting for a bus after high school practice as 3 men approached him and put a gun to his forehead. Now it wasn't just his city that he had to overcome. In his freshman year of high school, Willie still stood at 5'5", and he spent a year on the bench. He was overlooked by the Bay Area schools, but he found a home at Weber State in Ogden, Utah, where he lit it up and became the hero he is today. He pays homage to Oakland, Ogden, and now Oregon by sporting the number 0. But you guys probably already knew that. I'm gonna tell you a lot in this video that you probably haven't heard about your boy, like the time he snuck into Oracle Arena as a kid just so he could practice his three-pointers. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCredden, documenting the life and career of Damian Lillard prior to fame, here for you of course on Before They're Famous. Now much like the high school teams in Damian's Bay Area, I almost overlooked him when we made our Before They Were Famous on other All-Stars like Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. But we're finally getting her done. We also recently dropped the Rich Life video on Lonzo Ball and it did pretty good. So maybe we should start cooking up more Rich Lives on your favorite NBA stars. You gotta let us know who to do next in the comments down below. Now let's get into this video. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Damian Lillard was born on July 15th, 1990 in Oakland, California to Gina and Houston Lillard Sr. Now for Damian, there are plenty of photos when he was a kid, but if you want a better idea, well, there's also a video in which he plays a baby.
He's looking.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where?
No good Clipper!
He has a younger sister named Lene and an older brother named Houston Jr., 4 years his senior. And based on a few Instagram posts, well, the two, they were extremely close. Happy B-Day to this dude right here, man. I used to follow him, irritate him, scare his friends off, copy him, fight him, compete against him harder than everybody. But he was still my first friend. Still used to fight older kids for me when I was wrong. He had so much confidence in me before I came into my own that I had no choice but to believe in myself. For any of us to be great, it takes someone who's willing to push you to be better than them. Someone who cares about you, the person, someone who has unmatched love for you, and in a way, a part of you. I use this pic because we side by side like this for a long time. Thick and thin, before a lot of people came around. Y'all go wish my brother a happy birthday. That was a long ass quote, but seriously, go wish his brother a happy birthday. Whatever. Now, I think this actually showcases their strong bond, and well, growing up in a place like Oakland, it's important to have these types of relationships. It also appears that he has a shit ton of cousins. Now, speaking on his tight-knit family of uncles and aunts and cousins, well, he told the Bleacher Report, telephone pole races, football, baseball, girls and boy cousins, we was always playing against each other. You didn't have a choice. Another strong role model in his life was his father. Speaking on him, Damian has stated, he's a quiet dude, but he keeps it 100 all the time. He's an honest dude. He tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. He's like that all the time. Him being tough like that, that's how he made me and my brother. There were a lot of kids in the neighborhood who didn't have a dad and looked up to Houston Sr. for some guidance. He invested in his boys and daughter, attending their games and helping with their studies. Now it sounds like Damian, he had a pretty nuclear family. He also dotes on his mom in multiple Instagram posts. But then in high school, well, his parents, they split up. Now they didn't stop getting along, they just chose to go their separate ways. And he would split his time between his mom's, his dad's, and his grandmother's. Now his grandmother, Cecilia Johnson, who's now in her mid-70s, well, she lived in the heart of Brookfield, not far from the Ira Jenkins Recreational Center. And this is where Damian, well, he would clock in countless hours on the court.
My grandfather used to put up milk crates on this pole, try to keep me out of the street, so he put them on this side to keep me so I wasn't in here when cars was driving by.
His grandmother also told a funny story to the San Francisco Chronicle about a young Damian attending a Golden State Warriors game where he hid in the stadium with his cousin following the game so he could shoot on a professional court. Yeah, they then found themselves locked in the stadium when it closed, and he needed to find a security guard to get out. Imagine that. I feel like that's like Disney World for a young, aspiring NBA player. Kind of like what Dude Perfect gets to do every day now. Anyway, you know what I mean. His older brother being more bulky, well, he gravitated towards football, and he now plays in Houston as an indoor football league quarterback. Now it appears from this old photo that Damian, he tried out a little football himself, but gravitated more towards basketball, and he enjoyed spending time at the local skate park. Basketball quickly became his #1 obsession. Now he was always a little smaller than the other kids, but he would stand up for himself fighting tooth and nail. A schoolyard brawl resulted in him getting suspended back in the 8th grade, but I'm sure he put that free time to good use. A worker from the Brookfield Recreational Center named Howard Gamble, well, he told a local newspaper that Damian would stay there for countless hours searching for games. When the grown men took over the court, well, he would watch. When he got antsy, well, he practiced dribbling with his left hand, and he shot alone on the side rims. As a 5th grader, he played basketball for as long as some of us worked 9 to 5 shifts. Now, speaking about his own passion for the sport, well, Damian explained, "I can remember back in the 7th grade when I really started to care about when I won or lost and if somebody was better than me. When we started to see stuff like that, I think that's when it started, it got serious." He continued, "Every game I wanted to kill, then go look at the rankings, see if I move up or get on this list." As a 5'5" freshman, Damian's hard work and passion for the game, well, it earned him a spot on the REO High varsity starting lineup. His coach was black in a predominantly white school, and although Damian was proving to be their best player, the other parents, they weren't pleased with all his court time. And then the coach got let go. So Damian, he searched for a new school. He enrolled at the private school, St. Joseph Notre Dame, and there he sat on the bench for an entire season. He then transferred to Oakland High, where he led the league in scoring for his junior season. It was while catching a bus home one night from practice that he nearly lost his life. While waiting for the bus at 9 p.m. at night at an Oakland bus station, well, Damian was approached by 3 men. They told him to empty his pockets. Now, Damian's reaction was to fight off these aggressors, but instead they quickly pulled a gun on him and aimed it at his forehead. It all could have been over then. And the thieves, well, they took off with what money he had. At the end of high school, he was regarded as a 2-star prospect by Rivals.com for recruitment into college on the basis of sports. He was offered a scholarship to play for Weber State University, located in Ogden, Utah. He completed a degree in professional sales from the university in 2015. He also began dating his college girlfriend, Weber State University alumni Kayla Hansen, who he's still with today, and the two, they welcomed a baby in 2018. Now his game improved in college and he led the Weber State Wildcats in the regular season conference championship. His performance earned him the Big Sky Player of the Year award and a mention by the Associated Press, which is considered to be, well, quite the honor. I don't know, they've never talked about me. Now by the time he left college, he was the number 5 scorer in the Big Sky history. He became the 2nd highest scorer in the history of Weber State, and he decided to skip his senior season to enter the 2012 NBA Draft.
The Portland Trail Blazers select Damian Lillard of Weber State University.
He started his professional career with the Portland Trail Blazers in 2012. In his NBA opening game against the Los Angeles Lakers, well, he became the third NBA player to score 20 points and 10 assists in his debut match. With an average of 19 points in 82 games of the season and a record 7 3-pointers against the Golden State Warriors, well, he won the NBA Rookie of the Year award. He also won the Taco Bell Challenge at the NBA All-Star Weekend. Alright, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I almost fell over. My name is Michael McCrudden, and we make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. Be sure to let us know who you want me to document next in the comments down below! That one felt old school. I really dug up a lot of stuff. I kind of want to visit Oakland. Just got to watch out for them flying bullets. But I'll see a Golden State Warrior game. Yeah, and if Damian takes them on into the playoffs, whew, that's going to be weird. People in the audience will be like, who do I root for? Our hometown hero or Stephen Curry? Well, let's hope it happens. Okay, bye. Boom!